Oh boy. Alright. I didn't really feel like doing anything else. So we're just gonna make a new character. And we're gonna be a mercenary.
Hired hand. Every life has a price. And your crossbow has kept your coin purse full. Here. Quickly! Stop him! Take down the degenerate!
I can't believe that actually worked.
Give me my crossbow.
I'm glad the miller. Now I would appreciate it if you could. Reach Clearfell. Find.
Well, that was unexpected. Now off to find this miller bloke.
It's the way. I got hiccups.
It's been many years since I saw one of these little beauties.
Oh, hiccup. Oh. It's a close one.
Ooh, yeah. Not today. Should have stayed dead. Not dead yet. I fought some big buggers before, but
Blimey.
Well done. Well done. Please come inside.
well,
Friend, Smith, now if you could channel your
kindness will get you killed.
Armor
in times
piercing
like
rounds.
these, old man.
Instantly the best skill.
Welcome to the. I fear this land.
A face like that almost makes me want to help for free.
Nope.
Almost.
I'll trust you not the
All right,
people.
all right.
Good luck. Oi, take a look.
I got stuck.
Till next time.
The question now is just how long how long does it take before we can actually use armor piercing rounds as our main skill? 'Cause it's actually not so easy to do it immediately. It's not that good. It might actually be worse than just doing normal rounds right now. Wonder if it's got better DPS, or... That would also be borderline. I think I'm rushing this boss too fast. I usually kill the other boss
Dirty
first.
job, this. Should have asked for more.
Do I need to switch back? I sold it.
Bag of bones.
Yeah, crossbow is, in my opinion, one of the roughest starts. Apparently it's supposed to be fast. But I think that's just when you get like grenades and maybe like tier 3 or something. Skills.
Piercing shot.
Not what it's called. You can't say that. But I think you get chained, like, immediately. But I need chain and armor explosion. I don't know if armor explosion is tier 2 or 1 now. That's where the damage comes from. If it still works. It worked pretty well before, I think. I was quite happy with playing it, but I didn't get very far. I should go buy a better crossbow. Actually, I haven't found a single item. Like, literally not one item has dropped. There we go. I'm not sure I can beat it. I mean, I can, but it's gonna suck ass.
Bigger than I expected.
Maybe not. Maybe it's fine.
Shite, look out!
This is where my troubles begin. Oh. I can't kill minions, man.
Piercing shot.
We're good.
Definitely should have asked for more.
It's just grabbing explosive grenade is actually like not that useful. I feel like I'm just gonna take more damage. That's it.
Now this won't come.
Support?
To the cairns.
Armor Demolisher. Nope. Armor Explosion. There we go. Now let's see how that works out.
Yes? Bye.
Big improvement. Big improvement. Huge. This is what we needed. And here comes the second thing. No, never mind. That was a skill gem. Oh well. We'll have both of our skills, like, in 2 levels from now. And that's the whole build. Almost.
Cracks like that don't come from quakes. Won't be crawling out of that again.
But the difficult part with this build before was that you didn't get armor break until Act 2. Late Act 2, if anything. So it was a struggle. You basically had to play something else. Now it's really good. Is it not done? But is this one too low level to give me an actual reward? It's just there. It's just mobs. Okay. Oh, does the trail always lead to both exits?
Piercing shot.
Not really sure how I'll handle like reloading. We'll see. But I think we're just gonna reload. I'm not sure. How long does it last now? That was actually better. But yeah, armor break seems to last forever now. How long does it last? Twelve seconds. Okay. We just need one more support gem. One more. And then we're good. But they are really, really stingy about support gems now. They definitely nerfed how much it drops. Like, for sure. Oh, speaking of, never mind. But they still did. They still did. There we go. Now the damage is just ass, but it's what it is. Need to get to a certain point. Because as long as you can kill white mobs with it, that's all it needs. And it should get there.
Piercing shot. No getting through here. That's ominous.
Yeah. I'm actually not 100% sure how I should build. Because I'm gonna build this, like, this is what I'm gonna play. But then we can also play... or we're gonna play high velocity rounds. Because that just goes naturally with the armor break. But I don't know if I should have bleed on the high velocity round. Like, it's like, I'm not sure. I guess we'll have to just try it. Because I'm gonna have bleed. But it's just a question of, do I have bleed everywhere? Oh, Frank, good thing the game has no ammo system or reload times. It does have reload times. But... yeah, it doesn't have ammo. It would be annoying otherwise. I actually kind of like ammo systems, but it really depends on the game if it really makes sense.
Honing my skills one job at a time.
And I don't think it would make sense here. If you're gonna have an ammo system, I think you should at least make it do something, right? Like
I think I
have different ammo types or something like that.
right in the eye.
And I mean, that's how this works for Mercenary, but just that you have infinite magic ammo that you switch between.
Easy.
Support them. I don't need one. I would just need to find the other boss. But you can see there, right? Like when I'm shooting, he does have to stop and reload. And that's like part of the build, right? Like you can spec into having faster reloads or put support gems into your skill that make you have slower reloads and stuff like that. Like more ammo, slower reloads. I think it actually works pretty nice. Even though, in order to achieve like any kind of real crossbow gameplay, they had to throw realism out of the window, right? Like entirely. I think like crossbows and rifles and stuff like that are actually really hard to make like fantasy type games around. There's only so much you can do with a gun. Shoot. Where is it? There it is. There it is. But yeah, I can play, because high velocity rounds, the idea there is that you use the skill to build up the armor break, and then you switch to high velocity rounds to use the armor break. And you get big damage that way. And like I had two choices. Either I apply bleeding with the armor piercing rounds, or rather I will apply bleeding with the armor piercing rounds no matter what. But do I make the high velocity rounds do more damage versus bleeding but can't bleed? Or do I just make it bleed so you get like a huge gigantic bleed of it when I do shoot with it? But like I said, I guess we'll just have to try and see what feels good.
You need more than an overgrown weed to take me down.
More damage. Are there proc skill when targets bleed? Not necessarily. Not like if you're thinking about like World of Warcraft or something with like rend and overpower.
Right in the eye.
Not really. Bleed is just like a way to scale your damage. It kind of like multiplies your damage, so you get more. But Like if I go into the engrave here, there's a support gem called Bleed, which just increases the chance to bleed, right? But here you have Deep Cuts. It makes the attack do less damage with hits, but it does more damage with bleeds. But what I'm looking at is... Actually, is that like not a thing anymore? Okay, so they turned it into Bleed 4. Supported skills deal 30% more melee physical damage against bleeding enemies. Hits from supported skills inflict incision. Supported attacks cannot cause bleeding. It's kind of weird that they made it cause incision. Oh, I guess that means you can't trigger your incision? Oh, okay, sure. Fine. Oh. Incision is like it's a debuff that gets put on the enemies that can stack 10 times. For each stack, you have a 10% chance to inflict bleeding on the target. So what this means is that I could technically just put this on armor-piercing rounds, and it could stack the incision there. And then I could switch to another skill and shoot them once, and then they start bleeding. But I think I don't want to do that. I think I just want... I'm not even going to have bleeding on armor-piercing rounds, I think. I'm just going to have the percentage chance to bleed that I get from this skill tree. Alright, we're done here. Let's go find the rust belt. Actually, it feels kind of good already. You can see, like, the more enemies there are, the better it works. Because it's the explosion that does the damage. And the more enemies there are, the more explosions I can get, and then they just kind of kill each other. Oh no, I'm dead! Where's the exit? Actually, I think it might be over here. I think the rusted veil is usually around here. Could that give problems for boss fights if you're lacking enemies? Yeah, that's why I'm gonna play 2 skills. Actually, I'm gonna play 3 skills. But I haven't gotten the other skill yet. The second I get a level 3 uncut skill gem, I can get it. But the idea is that this rapid fire skill here, it doesn't do that good damage. But what it does is it breaks armor. So I pick that skill, and then I put a support gem on it called Chain that makes it bounce between enemies, and a support gem called Armor Explosion that makes...
knows when to cut and run. I won't end up lying in a field like this.
That makes the enemies explode once when the armor is fully broken. Right? And then there's another skill called high velocity rounds that's much slower. It has much worse air, like AoE and clear. But it's good single target, and it has bonuses against enemies with broken armor. So that's what we're gonna do. And I'm avoiding picking any attack speed. I'm only picking damage. And that's in order to just get bigger bleeds, because that's gonna be like how I get a lot of damage. Because usually, like, you have to have some way to scale your damage. Everybody takes just attack damage, or spell damage, or fire damage, or whatever, and that's all fine. But then you need another vector to scale it. Or multiply it, rather. And that's usually like critical strikes, or something else. If you're playing an elementalist, it might be like curses that reduce enemies' resistances, or exposure, which also does the same thing. But you can also go like ignite, which makes the enemies burn for a percentage of your damage for a few seconds. Bleeding and poison works the same, and because of that, that's kind of how you get more damage, by using one of those like extra mechanics. Level 2. I don't know when you usually get level 3s.
Should have expected a trap.
Big node. Now, unfortunately, I'm not gonna get any damage for quite a few levels here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 levels of no more damage. But I think we'll be fine. I'm doing quite good damage now, and I don't even have my good skill yet. This skill is only for clearing. Really. Clearing and setting up for the big hit. The question is the big hit actually gonna be good enough? Or, I don't know. I'm gonna have 3 skills, I think. I'm gonna have this skill, high velocity rounds, and then I'm gonna have a ballista. Or at least that's the idea, at least. And it's gonna shoot like mortars or something. But we'll see how that plays out. If nothing else, I might even respec into another Ascendancy. But I'm gonna try having ballistas. But the idea there is that ballistas come out when there are like special encounters, like the Abyss or whatever. But also mainly otherwise when I see like a yellow monster or a blue pack or something, then you pop those down. And it helps you do more damage. Well, that's in theory, at least. The one, when I played this before, I played Witch Hunter instead, and I actually think Witch Hunter might even be better. I'm only playing Tactician because I wanted to try having turrets. Because
That's creepy.
the Witch Hunter can get... It's called like Decimating Strike, I think. And they also get Culling Strike. And when I have an attack like this that just does like a little bit of damage, it helps a lot. Because what it does is Decimating Strike, it removes like 5 to 20% of the enemy's health the first time you hit them. And then Culling Strike means that if you hit them when they're below like 20 or 15% health or something, they just die. So it makes this like armor explosion thing work a lot better because the enemies just lose so much life, become so much squishier that they just die from the first barrage usually.
Easy. Back down or die.
And now we don't get damage. But we do get regen here. Regen is really good. The best defensive stat. After resistances. But like right now I don't have a single target ability. It's just like the basic shot. Because the chain makes rapid shot actually do 50% less damage. Which is pretty bad for a single target. So like I actually can't use it really for that. It might actually be even better, almost, to build basic bolt to do like what this skill does, but against bosses. Not sure. Because you can make basic bolt just break armor too. And then it would also do bigger bleeds. That might actually be something I end up doing. Level 3! High velocity rounds.
Never give up a fight. I expected no less.
So what do we put in that? Brutality, bleed. How many rounds does it have actually? I'm not sure. One bolt. I actually think there are almost no skills or support gems to really pick here at tier 1 for it. I think it's like brutality and bleed only. I could give it poison. But the issue there is it's 50% chance, so that kind of means 50% chance for it to do anything at all. Let's go with that there. It looks like that.
My pockets are full.
My pockets. No movement speed.
Nice.
You have
Support him?
here I would ask. Take a look.
Azamite runes, eh? Well, whatever works.
Flat damage.
Might make good strap.
Yeah, we can just sell these. Life regen helmet.
Go well.
What happened here? This shade. You have.
Bonk.
Good. Now the others.
Best be quick about this. Piercing shot!
He's unconscious.
Actually, we need to go back to town first.
The wound on the grim.
Then we go down.
If the fate.
But yeah, I don't want to really put bleeding on this until I can just get 100% bleed chance. Because I don't want like a giga one-hit skill that just has like a 50% hit chance. Because that's kind of what I see. It just kills them immediately. So hopefully that helps. But it is also just one shot, and then I have to reload. That's why I also want the turrets, because they can help a little bit. Because sometimes you just need like a little bit more AoE, like against these blue guys. But it's mostly a thematic choice, to be honest. Just wanted to have the turrets. Help! But apparently you can get 100% bleed for free now by just socketing it. Which is kind of weird to me, but that's what they have done. It still does really good damage. Even without the broken armor. Blam! 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 Ah! We got a rare?
Undead wretch!
So I'm not sure. Because it feels like you kind of want to just keep mashing it. Like, I don't want to just shoot once, I want to shoot multiple times, so... I don't know. I don't know what the choice is. Maybe I should put more ammo on it? No. No, no matter what it wants, just more damage. That's a little bit weird.
Just had to be fungus.
Had a friend who had a mushroom phobia in school. We used to throw mushrooms at him. You know how it goes. But I also don't think I'll be able to scale bleeding that much. So I'm not really sure.
My family has been abducted!
We'll see. I'm sure it'll work out. It can't be worse than my summoner build.
Stranger.
That was ass. But that was to be expected, to be honest. And I've walked into that one.
Should have stayed dead. This place raises the hackles on the back of me neck.
Ooh.
Not dinner!
Kill! Ow. Shoot him so hard I knock his eyes out.
Gotta stay quick on my feet.
I like actually can't kill these guys unless I switch to the big skill.
Precise and deadly. All in a day's work.
Ruben ring. Help. %3 increased chaos damage. Armor break. Yeah. Until we get tier 2, I can't turn crossbow shot into a good skill. I can actually break armor with it. If we poison, and we then do Corrosion. Then crossbow shot. Can break armor. But extremely poorly. Dude, where's the boss? Is it up there? It's gotta be up there.
Right in the eye!
Ouch. I actually think this, the tomb, is like impossible to just know where to go.
Soul will join my steeple of death. Cut down. I will end your meaningless life. Cut down. The spirit's hunger. Cut down.
Right, let's try the poison strategy.
Rend your soul. Perish. Your meaningless
Not very good.
life ends now. Perish. These spirits are mine. Your intrusion will be punished. I will end your meaningless life. Your intrusion will be your request. Succumb to the Empire. You cannot stop me.
The fire wave that he does is a little tricky. Because it feels like you're like, okay, I'm on this side of it, I'm fucked. But that's actually how you avoid it. Just run away from it to the side.
Your intrusion will be punished. Cut down.
Bloody Eternals. Never did know when to
Oh
quit.
yeah, I didn't check this. Oh. Improvement. Bloody Eternals. Now we have 50% more damage.
Bag of bones.
Oh, Despis, how's it go? Oh, now they're armored. Need to just shoot them more to break. I got 50% more damage and I feel weaker than ever. Just chilling, tired? Yeah, I didn't get that. That's okay. Don't always have to play video games. You can sometimes just sit there. And stare into the wall.
No room.
It's even better, isn't it? Yeah.
I'll break you.
Help! We're actually only going to get less attack speed. But not that much less. Well, yeah, it's like 50% almost, no, 25% maybe. I'm not sure. It's not 50%, I think. That's a lot. I just want slower hits. Because if you're gonna bleed as your main thing, there's like no reason to attack more. So you can't bleed something that's already bleeding. Oh. Where is she hiding? Lazuli ring. It's a mono ring. Not useful. Oh!
Bloody horrors! Gotta stay quick on my feet. Not today.
I do think that the Abyss mechanic right now, if you have a build that isn't good, it makes the game worse. Because there's so many of these, and there's like... It like doubles the amount of enemies you have to kill on every map. So if your build is slow, you become twice as slow. But I think this build should be okay. It just takes a little while to get going, because before you have bleeds and stuff, it's kind of questionable. I'm also not sure if I should have 100% bleed on it or what. Because I attack so often, it's like, do I need that? I don't think I really need that. But it being like unreliable also makes it weird. Because it's like, what I really want is the explosion to cause the bleed. Whatever. Already got a good crossbow. Damn, this bitch is tanky.
Well, that's one down.
I don't really understand what this does. Break enemy armor. Wait. Oh? No, never mind. Here. If they have fully broken armor, they get a riven armor. It stores 5% of the pre-mitigation physical hit damage of the hit that inflicted as its magnitude. The inflictor's subsequent attack hits against the target will gain additional unscalable added physical damage equal to that magnitude. So what that basically means is that
Precise and deadly.
we just want to keep mashing armor piercing while their armor is riven. Or high velocity round, rather.
Insolence! Just die already. No escape.
Right now I can shoot 4 times.
Right of the fourth moon. Beloved Draven, aid me. How dare you disturb me? Right of the fourth moon. My love, I call to you.
My love!
Wit and rot.
Well, you don't see that every day.
You don't?
You have to my eyes again. At last, it's open.
Hardest boss in the game?
First one.
Oh, we can regal.
What is this?
Didn't become any better at all.
Isabel, Torko, Callum, the family of Count Lachlan of Ogham. My family. This doesn't make any sense.
My family.
They're dead. Those bastard Eternals. I must make them pay. I must make them suffer.
Piercing shot!
It didn't help, Dave. Let's try switching over to Vulcan. Everybody has a solution for this, and it's a different solution, and none of them work. My rage burns! Ouch! He hit me. Stunning would also be nice, but I don't know if that's anything that's really gonna make sense. Like shove in more than just hope that it happens.
Shite like this is why I never wanted a family.
Just gonna throw that. What am I doing? There. No, that doesn't work either. Fuck it. I'm just gonna go back to town.
You found.
Give me my identification slave.
How long has it been?
This. So if we are to heal.
It's actually kind of interesting how long they resisted adding an identification slave to the game. Considering that you had Deckard Cain in Diablo 1 and 2.
How can I help?
Yes.
We switch to those shoes? No. Those have more life.
These are just some. I will treasure it.
Big potion?
Stay safe if you can.
Oi, here's what I've got.
25 damage. 37. That's pretty good.
You've a keen eye.
Let's equip that.
Oh, well.
Let's regal it. Didn't really get much better. That was not worth it, but I'm just mashing. Iron. Let's use lesser. I don't even have 2 iron runes. Holy shit, they nerfed the drop rates on these so bad. No! No! It became too high level. Fuck! Alright. Unfortunately, it got a bunch of elementals damage on it, which is fine, but I put brutality on high velocity rounds, so it doesn't get any damage from that.
Oi, traveler. Head, don't work. Ready? Go on then. Not today. Right, face.
So, we're gonna go down here. We're gonna grab this big thing here. This is 5% reduced attack, but here you get accuracy and AoE and just huge amounts of damage. Then I'm gonna take this to get bleeding just initially. And then I think we're gonna head like down here. And I'm not really sure. I think maybe this first. More attack damage where you have an ally in your presence. This means that I have to have totems, which is a ballista. A ballista is a totem. I think. And then where I want to go is down here. And then travel through here all the way up here. I think it's gonna suck to do it this path though, because there are so many travel nodes here, like holy moly. And then I want to go and get these here. 5% reduced attack speed. They actually changed how much reduced I think is here, but I'm not sure, or they just moved it to the big nodes. Because these small nodes used to give an attack speed penalty too. But there's another one. So we're gonna get a total of 20% reduced attack speed, but we're gonna get all of these huge damage nodes. Here we get larger presence so that the turrets count as being near me more often. There is also a skill you can get as Tactician that's like, it's like you have an off-screen minion that like calls in a barrage of arrows from the sky. That one is pretty cool, but it's like unusable. Like I don't understand how you're supposed to use it. Doesn't make sense.
Another notch on me helmet.
Because it doesn't scale off anything. It doesn't count as a bow skill or a crossbow skill. It only counts as a minion skill, and that's it. And because of that, like, what are you gonna... How are you gonna get more damage on? You just can't. Unless they buffed it and it just like shitloads of damage now, but I doubt it. Almost want to try it, just to see. But I don't see it. I think they just haven't addressed it yet. Hey. Here.
Am I seeing things? I'm gonna get ya. Oh, sure done it now.
How can I do so much damage to him right now? I wonder if they... Because you've always been able to do damage to him when he's running, but I feel like you can do a lot more now. Either that or I'm just OP at the moment.
This is bloody work. Still, I never did like birds.
Yeah, fuck birds. Now we have a little bit of regen. This isn't much. However, honestly, this node is amazing, actually. Like 40% increased flask life recovery rate, and the regen is really, really good. Because the potions are actually kind of weak by default. Even the healing potion. So like a big juicy healing node. Even just like with that 40%, That's 40% increased. That's a huge amount in one node. And the potion is what you press when you're having like an oh shit moment. So that wise, it's pretty good. I think usually I would say it's probably better to have increased recovery speed on your flask so that it can like beat whatever is happening to you at the moment. Because when you press it, you have incoming damage like degens or something, tons of enemies hitting you. So I feel like usually it's better to have faster recovery more than more life recovered. I usually go for the slower one, and I think that's a mistake, actually. Because in PoE1, I like to have like an instant flask and a slow recovery flask, but in this game you only get one flask. I think I'm gonna try going for the faster recovery more. I don't want any more skills here. When do I get... Artillery Ballista is here, but Artillery is not the one I want. I want Siege Ballista, I think. Because Siege Ballista does fire damage. There's also Mortar Cannon, but that's not a Ballista. Ballistas also aren't ballistas. Oh, no, there it says. There's a ballista. Is a mortar a ballista? Yeah, okay, a mortar is also a ballista. I don't think I want a mortar though, but perhaps. It's just that grenades are kind of shit. If you haven't spec'd into them, they're just ass. And I don't want to spec into them. Like, I don't know. The mortar lets you... I think it lets you like link a grenade with it, and it shoots the grenade. But what I wanted it to do was I wanted the mortars to ignite. Or I wanted the ballista to ignite. But I don't know if it can. It should be able to. Because that's like another damage over time scaling vector, kind of. Like, I won't be able to scale ignite on it much, but... it would just let me have, like, do burning too. I don't think it really matters that much. Pin might be just as good, but... I don't know. I feel like I'm immortal now. Like, I'm not regenerating that much, but the monsters aren't hurting me anymore. Okay, we found everything here now.
One down. Who's next?
Let's go Freythorn.
How can I help? What would you like?
Let's see if we can get more damage.
That's a good one.
Movement speed. Don't care what the other boosts give. The movement speed.
If you find a pine down there, do bring it back.
Damn it. Oh, there we go. Huge. No, I don't have any iron runes. Oh, there, we have one. And then blacksmith, sweatstone. There. Now, this is completely gonna skew my view on this.
If I spit out a little, see, will you pay them? A swindler and a thief. I like them already.
Strength or dexterity? I need both.
I don't know. It's in my... Goodbye.
Wraithen.
Precise and deadly. Foul magic. Simple enough.
But the new change to ignite, as stupid as I think it is, makes it a lot easier to ignite with no ignite investment. So that's why I think it might be nice to be able to do that. And just stack ignite magnitude there. But I'm not sure. Not convinced.
Who was that? Where is he?
What I don't like in this game is that they when it comes to playing a minion build, I liked in 1 that you could play you could do damage yourself when you played a minion build. So I felt like I could bring skills and do things that mattered. But here it's like it's just the minions that do damage. And the only thing you do is exist to like curse and buff them. And it's good for people who like that. But I like playing builds that do more than one thing. And that almost never works out. Like here, I like the idea that we're gonna use the totems. I don't know if totems actually work, or if you have to go like max investment there too. I don't know.
Found ya.
But I feel like totems are more friendly to like playing like with the totems without fully investing in totems. There are very few actual like totem nodes around here. And a lot of the... or some of the ballista nodes actually give you more damage, personal damage, for having ballistas, so... I don't think there's any node that does anything like that for minions. You just can't do that. Until they add the Templar, that's not gonna be doable. Not really. I feel like the only thing is if you can make a minion build that can somehow skimp out on like all of the defenses. Like if you only play Raging Spirits, for example, then I think you can go hybrid damage minions, but that's about it. Because those are temporary minions, right? Damn, he died fast. But that's what happens when you have a bow with 74 damage. Gear matters a lot. What do we get here? I think we're gonna play attrition, probably. But that's down there. So... here, I'm not sure. Herald of Ash is kind of lame. I feel like we should play Wind Dancer. I don't really want to play Herald of Blood, but that's probably for the best. But yeah, I want to play... we're gonna play Wind Dancer. And... yeah, Wind Dancer plus Scavenge Plating is what we're gonna do. Scavenge Plating gives you thorns, but that doesn't really matter. It does give you shitloads of armor. But I feel like Wind Dancer is the best first choice.
Bugger off. We got enough problems.
It pushes enemies away and you can do a bunch of shenanigans with it. One more. Life per kill, mana per kill. We could boost damage even more.
So thank you.
So we've got a lot of cheats. I could Jeweler's Orb the skills. Usually I don't like doing stuff like this. It feels like cheating. Because it is literally cheating, but
Oi, what would you like?
let's speed up the leveling experience a little bit. I think that's okay.
Find a pine down there. Do bring it back.
I think that's okay. There's a free support gem in the crop circle here. So if we just get that, that'll be more damage.
Una will be happy
I don't
to
really
see
know what to
this.
get, but I guess we can get bleeding on one or both skills. I think it would be good on both. I could also just get brutality on armor piercing rounds. Suppose. What does it do? The explosion. No, the explosion is fire. Alright, so the explosion can't bleed then. Well, I mean, it might still be okay. Might just put ignite on it then. Like, I could... put just fire infusion. No, it's called fire attunement. I could put fire attunement on armor piercing rounds. That way they always gain 25% extra damage as fire. And that way I could just always like guarantee that we ignite. And then, because I'm getting this, right? These are really strong. Because this is increased magnitude of ailment to inflict. 12, 24, 54% just there. I think it's the only one that is actually general damage. But, I mean... yeah. In that case, maybe like this bleeding here could be enough. How long does bleeding last? 5 seconds by default. That's quite long. Because what I could do, I guess, is that we make armor piercing rounds bleed and ignite. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. That way it does everything. Oh, where's my crop circle? And then we can put more damage versus bleeding and more damage versus ignited targets on high velocity rounds. And then not make it do bleeding damage or whatever. Ah!
All in a day's work.
What? It gave me a skill gem? You're supposed to give me a support gem. Oh well.
So the hooded one was right. They lost their minds.
The village has been. You must do whatever it takes.
I think. Bye.
We shall see. That way it could be okay to get flat fire damage as well on my weapon. We don't need to get the hammer, so we can just go to the boss right away.
Stop. Just wait. Surely we can.
No escape. Not this time.
Ray will take you, bastard!
It's personal.
Oh! Jesus, these guys have a lot of armor. But yeah, you do have to spec into armor break. Because you do not want to just play with no armor break here. Because
That one was for me.
double unique, double disappointment. Because it's just so slow. Like you want the armor to break almost on the first hit. At least against white mobs. Probably not against bigger mobs, but okay, we already have that, I think. Lure of the Caged God is nice.
And here I thought I'd reached the manor already. Bugger.
I wonder what's the crit chance by default. Crossbows only have 5% crit chance. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. Is the question is, like, is it worth it to take Resolute Technique? Because you do lose 5% more damage, so... But I think it probably might be. It's just, I do have a bunch of dexterity, so it might not be. Oh, I don't know.
Not today.
Oh, he blocked me!
Simple enough.
You can't do that. I do have a unique support gem that might work for high velocity rounds. I'm not sure. I don't know if it's worth it. That's the thing. It gives it more rounds, but I don't know if that's worth it. I guess it really just depends on like how many shots can we get in while we have broken armor up. I feel like that's what it's gonna boil down to. And with 20% lower attack speed, maybe it will be good. But right now it's like I can still hit them 3 to 4 times. Now we can get something here. So armor piercing rounds. See, we can get fire attunement, right? And that would mean that we can ignite with armor piercing rounds. Potentially, like, might not be able to against like big bosses, but I might. If I can ignite, then we can run Immolate. 30% extra damage against ignited enemies. Yeah, I think it might be valid. But for now, let's just take fire attunement here, I think. More damage is good. But now I'm way too strong for this act. I've used resources I probably wouldn't have. But it's gonna feel better than it is. the flammability isn't going up very high. But the reality is actually, right now, I think flammability means like 1% flammability on the target means 1% chance to ignite on hit. So that means that since we're doing rapid fire, we only need to get flammability up to like 10%, and they will be ignited.
This place is right fancy.
Now, I don't know how long ignite lasts, so that might be an issue in trying to like exploit them being ignited. I think it lasts maybe 4 seconds. I'm not sure. But since it's unreliable,
Another day, another coin.
it might just be a little random. Because it's basically gonna be like, yeah, I see that the armor is broken, I switch to high velocity rounds and shoot. So if they're not ignited at that moment, they might just not be ignited. But also the ballistas actually do fire damage too, so they will actually also ignite and keep them ignited. So I think it'll actually be good. Beep. The last monster.
Right in the eye.
High velocity rounds right now has brutality, which I've already regretted. So I feel like there's very little I can actually take here. It should probably still have fire attunement here too. So we can take... It's just if I take that, I have to take brutality out. But there just aren't many other choices here. Like, I could take bleed, that's it. Or double barrel. Otherwise, like, multi-shot is really good with the crossbow, but because it makes it shoot multiple times on one target. So it's actually a damage increase, but well, actually, if I'm not going to bleed with high velocity rounds, maybe multi-shot is the play. No, not necessarily. Because it's still... It does Riven armor, and that's based on the pre-mitigation physical damage of the hit. I think it would probably be a DPS increase, but there just aren't that many other things here. But I feel like maybe we take bleed instead. Because if I take Fire Attunement, like, I can't take anything else to help it out either. Like, I could take Elemental Armament, but it's not very good, because it's not pure elemental damage. So, it's like, until I can replace Brutality, Bleed is probably superior. Because the Bleed is almost like double damage, I think. I think it is actually double damage when it does bleed. And we'll be shooting up to 4 times in...
That's him.
So...
Very soon.
They will probably start bleeding.
First ones,
all I did was
hear
touch
our
it.
laments. Sanity recedes ever further into the dark. Shadows hover above us, in the corners, watching and waiting. What sickness has come among us that so unsettles our minds? It sits poised to strike.
Bleeding,
Nowhere
fuck you.
is safe.
Always did say religion is dangerous. Wild creature!
Are these blood carriers impossible to... to Spectre. I'm still thinking about Spectres. Spectres are really cool, but they're just not. They're not very good. It's like there are only two types of Spectres. Either they fucking suck ass, or they are just better than any other minion. Like that's just how Spectres work. Which is unfortunate because I like playing minions that are cool. So usually when they are cool, they're just ass. Because typically the minions that are the best are the ones that they don't have any special abilities. They just have like one thing that they spam. And then they just spam that forever. Like they have a big AoE damage spell or like a grenade that they throw or whatever. Like those are the best ones. The minions that do like cool abilities and shit, they just have low DPS. Because they like miss with their spells, or they have like a spell that sucks. There's like a blood spellcaster. When you do corruption, it like summons up a red blood globule. Or it summons like blood spikes that it shoots forward. I think that one is really cool. But the blood globule is like, it spams it. It just does nothing but the blood globule. And it's bugged. It can't actually hit targets. Like, it only, like 1 in 10 globule actually tracks an enemy. Because it's like if the enemy dies before the targeted, like the target the globule is supposed to hit. I don't know what I'm saying, but if the original target of the globe dies before the globe finishes spawning, then the globe doesn't move. It just stands there. It doesn't reacquire any targets or anything. So that kind of sucks.
The eternal and pure, with bloodlust empowered.
I think you can't actually evade him.
But soon all were devoured.
You have to actually dodge away from him.
Death waited at the door. Then hour by hour, men fell as summer soured. I will take out your heart and savor each
I love this skill, it's just 3 damage.
solstice of pain. Desolation.
Game crashed. Okay, I was gonna switch to Vulcan, let's do that. Oh, I didn't equip my spirit gem. Not that it matters. Or I didn't activate it.
Allow me to clear your mind, if only for a moment. The madness, it consumed my being. Oriana used it against me. Where has she taken the beast? I found messages from the desert. from the Bastille? Yes. Find her. Kill her. But first, please, stop the madness. As you wish. We must make haste. Let us return to Clearfell to make our preparations.
All right.
We can find them.
You've done good luck. Hope it doesn't work.
Level 5. But we don't get anything I want on level 5, really. Let's just take bigger high velocity rounds. And now we take the big node. 40% increased damage. The 20% increased stun build-up is also really good, actually.
What have we got?
Sorry, I was... It seems shadows haunt us both.
But here we have brutality and bleed now. I don't know what else to put on it. Execute is kind of... Let's get double barrel for the time being. Otherwise, poison, I think, is the best thing to put on it. What is poison? Poison is 40% more damage. Bleeding is 75% more. More, kind of, like, assuming you shoot once, it bleeds, and you get the full duration of the bleed, and you don't have to, like, shoot it again. It's 75% more, but hitting it and, like, overwriting your previous bleed cuts your own damage bonus in half, kind of.
Well, sir, we have arrived. The Bastille awaits. Good luck to you.
Is out. Thank you.
Ah, the Marrakech, a very rich culture. Weak animal! Back down or die!
Sprint feels decent once you learn how to, like, animation cancel it and work with it. But, like, if you don't, it's horrendous. But it is just suicide bait if you're playing hardcore. I bet you sprint-related deaths is probably the #1 leading cause of death in hardcore right now. That's almost a bet I'm willing to take.
on me helmet.
Increased area of effect. The reduced attack speed is actually like reduced armor break on this skill. So that's another reason why it's important to get some armor break nodes, but I'm gonna get the whole armor break node in the by the warrior. I think that's the best armor break node. Or armor break wheel.
On the cliff.
As a whole.
Ambush.
You may.
Never thought.
Care for a story? For you, young one. Here, have this useless gold. I will tell your tale.
I am a Sala, remainer. we the trail can.
Something's up.
The Halani gate.
Stupid boy. Section.
Now what were they doing here? Take back! Bloody horrors! Shiny.
Whew.
Well, whatever happened here, I doubt it's good news.
I'll take the accuracy here. I don't know if it's needed at all. I don't think so. But we can take it for now. We can unspec it later. Level 2 support gem. Oh. Question then is, what do we get there? Brutality 2. Chain 2. Okay, it's just a better chain. Okay. So here it says that yeah, no, we can't put that on that. But I think this is actually what I want here. So I guess what we could do is we could actually try to improve a crossbow shot. Because I think armor-piercing rounds is just worse versus bosses than crossbow shot. Since I have chain on it. And that means that the number one thing that we need is armor break. The number two thing that we need is to wait for it to get its third support socket. I think it actually breaks quite a lot. I broke that guy's armor in one hit. And that was a big fat guy. But that does continue the trend this game has of making basic attack the best skill. Kind of. I just think it's not necessarily a good idea. Ow!
Simple enough. I bet a load of weapons came out of this place. Not today.
Alright, do we get the bleeds? It's 20% bleed chance. Oh! This is a pretty good node. Damn. Maybe this is worth taking. Like, maybe over this. It's almost the same. It's almost equally strong. Yeah, it begs the question, should I skip this and Bulwark entirely? And just take that instead? 'Cause that node is actually better, I would say. This node is really good. It gives you 55% increased life regen and 15% life recovery, which is potion as well. This one isn't as strong when it comes to regen. This is only 35%. But it's also reduced effect of curses on you. If you take the whole thing, it's 50%. That's huge. I think that's actually worth it. It makes such a massive difference. Like, Temporal Chains is still gonna be unplayable, but it makes it 50% more playable. And same thing with, like... Because that node is actually, like... extra... resistances. I actually don't know exactly how penetration works. Like, do you have to penetrate through someone's... like,
All in a day's work.
let's say you have 75 max, but you actually have 120. Do you have to penetrate through the 120, or is it only you penetrate using the max? Does it say? It's unless they've changed how it works, which they might have. Maybe this is where I need to go. I could get poison too, but I feel like it's not worth it, because poison is such a bad ailment. You need to invest into poison stacks for it to be good.
I'll show you insane.
And I can't just easily get a bit of poison. It's like I have to put poison support on it, and that's just not worth it. It's kind of weird to evade, to be honest. I don't know why I'm failing on it so much. Like, I usually didn't. Skill gem level 6. One more level and then we have a turret. Let's get armor piercing. Or I think armor piercing is actually more important to keep high, because otherwise it doesn't keep up.
Getting there.
Who goes there? You may try blessings. Here for a story.
Oh, I forgot to save her. Forgot to do the one thing we came there for.
Please get wings on that, please.
I should charge for this.
This
I didn't, but there is.
source, let us see.
We can probably do the trial immediately. I don't know what we should get first. Probably just this. This is summon totems +1. I assume the standard limit is 1. Doesn't say, it just says that the limit is shared. Doesn't say how many. But maybe it says, no, it doesn't. But I think it's 1. Pretty sure.
I hear movement in the dark. Lots of movement. Piercing shot! Freak! All these statues still just as dead. What was the point, eh?
Victory.
Oh.
All in a day's work.
Here, the way you find the boss, I think it's almost always, but it's going backwards. Oh, come on, bro. But you almost always come to a crossing with a little statue or something in it, like a lore thingy. And from there, you can just follow the walls. There are yellow notes on the walls there. And those notes lead to the boss. I like that you can get like tier 2 stuff already here. Wait, notes? Is she here already? No? Why are there notes here? Are you lying to me? It's lying to me. It's like there are notes here. Fuck you. The notes are gonna be down here somewhere, I imagine. I think it is typically at like a choke point. And after the choke point, that's where the boss is.
Not today. Outstanding.
5% chance to bleed. No! I'm a liar! We didn't find her. It's only sometimes. I kind of consider it a map generation bug, because that's how the map should work in my opinion. Like you should always find that. The maps are a lot worse in PoE 2 than in 1. PoE 1 have maps that are so much better. Because they have rules. They have rules and they make sense. It's so bad to have like fully random. It's just not good. Diablo 2 have the best maps in any ARPG, in my opinion. PoE 1 have the second best. And I don't even particularly like PoE 1, but having true random maps is just not good in a game like this. It's really, really awful. And they are not true random in PoE 2, but they are clueless. There aren't enough rules that you can learn and follow. And some maps don't even have rules that are set properly, like this one. It's like sometimes it has rules that make sense for the map itself, but not always. It might have been from the first checkpoint there. That's possible. It might be from the staircase or something. So I might have missed... I don't know why there's such a huge section over here. Okay, here she is.
Oi, gotta be something valuable behind those doors.
Now, Jindak, I prove myself. Face me. Atun.
Oh shit. Breaks a lot of armor.
still get him!
Mists of Sulamit.
Face me!
Atun.
Well, I'd rather... She doesn't really have armor. That's why it breaks so much armor. That's the reality.
Coin!
Chaos res
Freak!
at this level. Freak! Jesus, what a map. What a map, dude. Oh yeah. Welcome. Oh, that was a big... Okay. Kicked me out. Let's see if Vulcan crashes less.
Someone's fighting up ahead.
Hold them back while I open the gate.
Well, still works.
Advance with me. There are 2 more gates we must open.
Piercing shot!
Falling across the land.
Nice try.
If we can allow the caravan through all 3 gates, my warriors will swarm them under.
Piercing shot!
Onwards! Give these demons no quarter!
Gotta stay quick on my feet. Dark machine!
The final gate is broken! We must continue our advance!
Noxious Sycamore!
Ah!
How is this
Wrath
possible?
for the king! I shall dethrone you, Sycamore! The Madaketh will fall by my hand! You are unworthy! I shall dethrone you, Sycamore, and leave you to the sands! The Madaketh will fall by my hand! I tried to seek peace, and the Sycamores disgraced me! Rot in the sand. This time, we choose war!
Oh.
We shall finish this, but not today.
Make haste! He must not escape!
I can't just leave, can he?
Quickly! He conjures the very sands against us! This is no natural sandstone. We must battle sorcery with sorcery. Let us return to the caravan and entreat Zarka's wisdom.
The Countess has used. We must move swiftly.
If you I would so. Jump.
All right.
Speak to us.
Oh, level 7.
Inside.
Wait, I'm too low level. I'm too fast. Well, we can get artillery ballista now. I really like explosive shot too, but that's not for this build. I like doing that with a Titan or something instead. But yeah, we're gonna stop there for today. We'll continue tomorrow, probably. But yeah, until then, thanks for hanging. Have a good night. Bye-bye.